What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. The New York Jets were officially eliminated from the playoffs yesterday. Their ninth straight losing season was already clinched. Their 14th straight season without a playoff appearance was now clinched. What better time to bring back Mock Draft Monday than now? And let's be completely honest with ourselves. It's a little bit hard right now because there's still a lot of things that we don't know about the 2025 New York Jets. For instance, who the GM is going to be, who the coach is going to be. All of that is directly going to influence the New York Jets and the NFL draft, as well as free agency. Just keep all that in mind as we go through this. The point of the Mock Draft Monday has always been, it's not always what I would do. The Mock Draft Monday segment is to show different variations of what the Jets can do in the NFL draft and what routes they can take. Usually, at least last year, I used the PFF simulator the most. I'm going to use the PFN, the Pro Football Network simulator, to start because I actually feel like this simulator has been the most accurate so far in the ones that I've used. I don't like how the PFF simulator is working right now. So TBD, we might change it down the line. But anyway, let's hop into it. We, again, are using the PFN simulator, 7-round mock draft. Let's get it going. Okay. No trades. We're just going to make it nice and easy. We're not going to do any trades. Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders off the board. In this scenario, Cam Ward is there. I don't think Cam Ward is going to be available for the New York Jets at the 7th overall pick. That's something that they can take a look at, clearly. For this mock draft, I'm not going to go the quarterback route. I'm going to wait on quarterback and instead go with Mason Graham out of Michigan. I think he is one of the better prospects in this draft. The Jets desperately need help on the interior of the defensive line. They need help in the middle of their defense. They've gotten gashed in the run game. The defensive line, which was once a strength, is now a weakness. They need more at that position. I'm going to draft Mason Graham. If you want Cam Ward, totally understandable, right? I'm sure we'll do plenty of mock drafts where the Jets are taking a quarterback in the first round, whether it be Cam Ward or Jalen Milroe. In this one, instead, we're going to go the route of Mason Graham. Jets with a pick at the top of round 2. Again, I'm not going to do any trades in this one, kind of just keep it nice and easy. This is also a popular choice right now for Jet fans and something that I wanted to show. Quarterback Drew Allar out of Penn State has been a fan favorite, especially after his play towards the end of the year. Played well against Oregon, has a really live arm, is clearly a developmental guy, but there's something that you could like and something you could dislike just about every single one of these quarterbacks in this draft class. And since Jet fans have been talking so much about him recently, wanted to do a mock that showed Drew Allar being the pick in the second round. I don't think that's too early for him. I know he's ranked the 51st prospect here, 51st prospect, here, taking him 38th. Quarterbacks usually tend to go earlier than expected. I think he's a better prospect than anyone else in this range. I would take him over Quinn Ewers. I would take him over Nussmeier and Jackson Dart and Carson Beck as well. So interior defensive line and quarterbacks have been the picks so far. Jets next pick, 3rd round, 96th overall. Let's see the route that we could potentially go here. Looking at this for the New York Jets, I think it's hard not to take a look at the tight end room. Unfortunately, Jeremy Ruckert hasn't developed as we were hoping to see as Jet fans. Tyler Conklin's a free agent, so we don't know if he's going to actually be back or not. Right now, best tight end on the board, Mitchell Evans, Notre Dame tight end. Sign me up. Back on the clock. I think looking at the defense, you could go corner. You could argue corner. You can argue safety as well for being needs. Edge is also a need for this team. They need more on the edge. In this spot, I think I'll go with Jared Ivey out of Ole Miss, edge rusher out of Ole Miss. I think you could do a lot worse here. And the defensive line is very much so a position of need. So is safety as well. Defensive back just in general. All right. Okay. Jalen Catalon's a guy that I like out of UNLV. Kobe Bryant out of Kansas is another guy. So I believe the Jets have a couple picks in this round. They do. I'll say safety is more the pressing need. So we'll go Catalan here. Corner comes off the board. They could still go corner. Maybe offensive tackle, honestly, even at this point. Linebacker's a need. We'll go Malachi Moore in the 5th round. Safety out of Alabama. All right. Linebacker, you could argue, as a need. We'll go back to the offensive side of the board, though, and go with the best offensive tackle available, Marcus Mbo out of Purdue. All right, last pick for the Jets here in the 6th round. Pretty much could take a flyer on whatever you like. Running back, I don't view as a position of need in the least. Could double up on interior defensive lineman. Joshua Farmer's a name out of Florida State that I think is interesting. Maybe you want to go the interior offensive line route for depth. Could go wide receiver at some point. I feel like this has been a defense-heavy draft, so we'll go offense to close us out here. And then we'll take a look at the end results for the New York Jets in this mock draft coming up here in a second. So here's the route that I was able to go. Again, wanted to keep it simple, no trades, and wanted to show something that a lot of Jets fans have been talking about, which is Mason Graham and Drew Allar. So here's what my draft ended up looking like. I went defensive tackle, quarterback, tight end in the 3rd round, edge and safety, another safety after that in the 5th round. The Jets, I mean, you can make the case they need 2 new safeties. So I know the back-to-back safety pulls aren't going to be ideal for some, but I go back to the offensive side of the ball to round this out with a couple offensive line picks for depth at the end. You can make the case that, maybe linebacker or corner could have been in play. But I'm pretty satisfied with the route that I went in this one. What do you guys think about the Jets going this route, going interior defensive line and quarterback early? Let me know in the comments. I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you next time.